It has been an incredible couple of days for Surface Duo fans as Android 11 just launched on the original Surface Duo just a few short days ago. And now today, much to my surprise, as I was in the drive-thru for Zaxby's, we're not sponsored by Zaxby's, but that's where I was, I get the notification that the Surface Duo 2's January update is now live. We have a changelog and we have a lot of features, and some of these features are pretty darn big. I just rebooted my device. So let's jump into this changelog and let's talk about what we have here. So first off, new Surface Duo features. Wow, new features, guys. Enabled pin shortcut preferences in settings for Surface Slim Pen 2. Requires Slim Pen 2 to be paired with Surface Duo. Now, I famously do not have a Slim Pen 2. I only have the original Slim Pen. So I'm going to check here real quick and see if this works with my pen. So let's go to the overhead camera here real quick. We will go into our Bluetooth settings first off because I need to pair this back to my Duo 2. Let's press and hold until we get the blink. The blink should happen anytime now. There's the blink. And let's pair new device, Surface Pen. We are paired. Okay, now let's go to our settings and let's go to probably Surface Duo features, right? No, I'm wrong. You actually have to go to Bluetooth and scroll down to Surface Pen. If you select that, you're going to see single click is OneNote, double click is screenshot, press and hold is do nothing. So let's double click. And we got a screenshot. So it totally is working. And let's do press and hold. What would we want to set press and hold to? How about Google Photos? Let's go home and let's press and hold. And then there's Google Photos. That's one click. There's OneNote. Let's double click. And there's a screenshot. Hey, all that works pretty good. Now, the biggest problem with the Surface Pen that isn't the Slim Pen 2 is that this thing will disconnect and it will stop functioning and you have to like press and hold to wake it up, okay? So I'm going to set this down and we'll see if that's been addressed or not. We'll come back to it in here just a little bit. Moving on though, with the Your Phone app, you can use Android apps on your PC. Oh my God, it's happening. It's actually happening. So let's launch the Your Phone app. And here we go. Now, here's what you're going to notice for me. Maybe I need to restart mine. Mine still says phone screen, but when I go there, I get the apps. So that's cool. So here's what this means, right? So let's pick an application here. Let's do Twitter, right? And if I double click on Twitter, I'm going to get a Twitter interface here, which I can resize. By the way, notice that it is in the Duo aspect ratio. Well, what is the Duo doing? Well, the Duo is doing this, and it needs to basically stay that way. You can close it, but then whenever you close it, it does this. And then you have to unlock it, and you can put in your PIN. But then if you were to open and close this again, you're going to have to go through that process again. So just take that for what it's worth. But here's what's neat, though. So here's Twitter. And you can just have it here. You can scroll, right? You can click on a tweet. You can look at your notifications. You can do anything you would like to do. Let's go ahead and open up YouTube as well. It's opening on the other screen for some reason, but let's put YouTube there. Now I have Twitter and we have YouTube as well. Can I? Yeah, I can totally do that. That's pretty flippin' radical, right? And then even cooler than that, if I were to right click it, I can actually pin it to start or to my taskbar. And it's on my other taskbar, but if I click it, it's going to launch. And so that's really, really neat as well. If you don't know about this feature, this is something Samsung devices have had for quite some time, and Surface Duo just hasn't had it. Well, now Surface Duo does have it. I would expect it to come to the original Duo in maybe the next update, because I don't think it's a thing yet on the Surface Duo 1. But really cool that it is now a feature on Surface Duo 2, and it works really pretty well. I could actually see myself leaving apps pinned to my start or my taskbar. My Duo is always with me. It's connected to the same, to the internet all the time, so I could just do this whenever I needed to. Pretty cool. Let's keep moving. Addresses scenarios outlined in the Android Security Bulletin, January 2022. So that is a security update. Cool. Good to have. Improved camera usability of night mode, 4K recording, and autofocus. Now, this is something I'm not sure exactly what they mean here, so we have to kind of dig into this a little bit. But I had noticed that with Duo 2's camera, when the night mode was turned on and you got into a darker area, it would get really laggy and slow. So I'm curious here. Has that been addressed? So let's launch the camera, and that is strange because I don't have auto span actually turned on, and it has kind of just turned itself back on, which maybe indicates that a rather large update was done, maybe we could say. So let's go ahead and turn that back off because I don't actually like that. Because what I wind up doing is I wind up doing this with Google Photos. Call me crazy, but that's what I do. And now let's kind of see here. Let's turn night mode back on. And I need to make it dark in here. So let's make it dark. And let's see here. Am I slowing down? Oh my goodness. Guys, I think they fixed it. I think they fixed the laggy, slow horribleness. It's so much better. Okay, let's take a picture here of nothing, just in the dark here. Okay, and we got a picture there. How does it look? Well, for some reason, we took two pictures. We took a picture that's blurry and horrible, and then we took another picture that it actually did its job on, and it looks pretty good. So I don't know what to make of that. Let's take another picture and see if it does another double picture. It did. It took another double picture. I don't know why it's doing that. So this picture here has clearly not been processed at all, and then this one has been processed a lot, and it looks reasonably good. What about if night mode is not on? Is this just something that night mode is doing? Let's take a normal picture here. No, we're still taking two pictures. Why is that happening? Let's look at let's look and see what their Photos app is seeing. So the one that is with OneDrive is only seeing one photo of each. I think I might know what's going on here. I think Google Photos is seeing the unprocessed version, uploading it very quickly. Then when it processes, it's uploading that new one too. Let's close out of Google Photos and go back in. Are they still going to all be doubled up? I don't know what to make of that. This is not something I was seeing before. I will update you on Twitter, I guess, if that is something that does persist. Let me know if that's happening to you if you use Google Photos as well. That's a weird one. Now, as for the 4K recording and autofocus, I'm going to have to do some testing there. I've not really had a big issue with autofocus on Surface Duo. If something's really bright, like sometimes on like my dog where she's got a white patch here, it kind of gets overexposed and it will focus hunt. So maybe that's been improved. I will definitely report back on that either on Twitter or in an upcoming video if there is a significant enough change. But I will say this, night mode is wildly improved in terms of that lagginess of looking around. And I do need to do some quick tests on actual night mode quality versus Gcam port and see if that has changed or if that's something that we can stop using now. Improves charging reliability with third-party chargers. So this is something I've had a few people complain about, that they didn't want to charge with a third-party charger. I can actually complain about it as well because I've had, as of late, a charger I was using. It says it's charging, not rapidly, but it just wasn't. So I woke up, I'd used the thing for like 2 weeks, and then one day it just didn't charge my phone. I got to go to work, and I was like 30% battery because it was sitting on my nightstand all night, not charging. So I had to quickly charge it while I was getting dressed. I charged it on the way to work, and it was fine. I made it through my shift and came home, but it was a little annoying, so perhaps that is something that is also fixed. What about improved system reliability and stability? Sure, my system has been rather reliable and stable, but maybe it's better now. Improves touch responsiveness. So this is something as well that's going to take time to just test because Duo is not phenomenal when it comes to touch response when compared to other devices, but I can't sit here and tell you that it's been this really bad experience. Maybe typing is even further improved. Let's test typing on Duo 2. I mean, it seems to be relatively fine. Of course, it didn't autocorrect thim to thumb because apparently thim is a word according to Gboard. But I think, maybe it's better. It's something I'm going to have to test over time as well to tell you if I think it's actually better. But let's crowdsource this information, right? Let me know if you think it's improved at all as you do use your Duo 2 for the next little bit. And do let me know what you think the best new feature is here. Oh, I need to check the pin. Let's see if the pin is still connected or if that's something that's been addressed at all. So let's unlock and let's hit the pin. Will anything happen? No, nothing will happen. Let's double tap it. Nothing's happening. Let's press and hold. Nothing's happening. So basically what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to press and hold until the thing wakes up, which takes about that long. It should then connect via Bluetooth eventually. And there you go. So that is still not usable unless you have a slim pin 2. That sucks. It's cool that they're customizable, but that's flipping useless because the thing disconnects. And that's something that I feel like they should be able to fix. And maybe they're not fixing because they want you to buy the new slim pin 2. And I won't do it. You won't get me, Microsoft. Not going to happen. Guys, thanks for making it to the end of another exciting video about Surface Duo. If you're getting sick of the Surface Duo content, I'm sorry. That's what I do here. I don't know what you thought you were getting into. I'll see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.